cutting edge with ICU. My name's Logic Gates. With me here is Engineer Tutu. I will allow him to introduce himself. Please.
Well, my name is Tutu Zulu. I'm a student of Information and Communications University.
Very wonderful. You agree with me that technology over the time has changed, it has evolved. Thus far, ICU has also taken a step in trying to implement what we are learning as students at ICU. So from here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to show you what we call the Internet of Things. Internet of Things is a technology, ladies and gentlemen, where you use internet to make certain devices to come into motion or to operate. I'll ask Mr. Tutu, like Engineer Tutu, to guide us through what is this all about.
This is an Internet of Things project where you are using the
Internet-based
exactly,
to drive applications, right?
To control things from a distance.
From a distance.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can be in a different continent, provided this gadget is connected to internet, as well as your mobile phone is connected to internet.
Okay.
You should be able to operate
such an appliance.
Exactly. There's a Wi-Fi module here.
There's a Wi-Fi module.
Yes, which is talking to the Wi-Fi here.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the phone, of course, it's also talking to the same Wi-Fi. But you can actually use this independently. Like you can use embedded Wi-Fi embedded data if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, but in this case, I've decided to connect both.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So I don't have to be near here for me to operate these things. I can be anywhere. For instance, let's say if I want to turn on the bulb.
Okay. You need to turn on the internet first, which you didn't turn on yet. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so if I want to turn on the bulb.
What?
Okay.
Is that not magic?
Yeah, also if I want
that certainly is magic.
If I want to turn on the pressing
iron. Let's see about it.
Okay.
Let's see about it. Let's see about it.
Okay, so
okay, there we are.
On.
Oh, okay.
And maybe if you're still doubting, let it heat a bit. It's a steam iron.
Okay.
Yeah, so let it heat a bit.
Yeah. So that can give us some steam.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow. Amazing, isn't it? Yes. This is really amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. So what is this?
All right, so this is one of the gadgets.
Did you make this? It looks like a computer motherboard or something.
No, this one is actually a TV. It's a 55-inch Hisense TV.
Oh, okay.
So what usually happens is that's what even made me to develop this gadget.
Concept? Okay.
Yeah, because you notice that many other times when a technician would fix a gadget like this one, when testing, you can get permanent injuries.
Okay.
Yeah, so with such a gadget, you're able to test at a distance, thereby not injuring yourself.
Okay.
So especially when you're working on the power supply here, when it comes to testing, it's able to create like permanent injuries.
Okay.
Yeah,
electric shock?
Exactly, electric shock. Even things exploding, they can
explode into your eyes.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And that's what maybe to come up with this, whereby at least when you are testing, you can put everything maybe safely like that, then you connect and then you go at a distance, and then you should be able to turn on. If it works, you come near and
then you do your final touches. Okay, all right. So, do you want to, what else do you have to tell us?
When you are choosing a career,
yes,
it's also important to choose the right university, which can drive what you are doing.
Trying to achieve.
Prior to coming to Information and Communications University,
yes,
of course I've tried other universities.
Okay.
Now they are still following the colonial syllabus.
The colonial syllabus.
Yes, where you have to go to be full time.
You have to be full time to be.
Exactly.
When are you going to get your other preferences?
Okay. Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I considered ICU, because they had flexible ways of learning.
Okay.
And here are the results.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, at ICU we have both distance and full-time students. So you can enroll in any school of your choice, and after you enroll, you have all this fun. You're going to have all this fun. You know, it's fun to know something. It's fun to get to make an application that works and you solve problems, all right? So it's really fun and it's interesting. Do you want to drive us into the circuitry of this?
Yeah, sure. I can take you through.
Yes.
Yeah, so what it is we open from here. We want to see what is actually inside.
Yes. First things first, did you make this? Everything here, did you make everything? I mean the component inside.
No.
Like, not really making, but did you put them together yourself?
Yes.
I know most of these devices, these are
put by machine, but
yes.
What is here was assembled by hands. So nothing was done with the machine.
That's correct.
Sure.
We just don't talk. We are engineers, and I'm proud to be one. I am proud to be an engineer.
Okay,
I am proud to be an engineer.
Inside here.
Okay, small as it looks.
Yes, small as it looks, but very compact, of course. So there is this one, the step-down transformer. Because for the microcontroller to work, it needs to be powered. It needs to be biased.
Okay.
So it's using some 12 volts, which we are stepping down from the input here.
Yes.
We step down to 12 volts and feed into the microcontroller. Then the microcontroller is producing two voltages. There is some 3.3 volts, which is being fed to the Wi-Fi module, as well as some 5 volts, which is being fed to the relays. So these relays are the ones now which are feeding. There are two here, so meaning one is feeding into this plug here, then the other one is feeding direct here.
Yes.
I'm Gift Banda.
Okay.
Doing Bachelor of Design and Technology.
Design and Technology?
Yes.
Okay.
Perhaps this is an amazing project. Now I want to ask, so is it possible you can connect if it's a grinder or a welding machine?
Yes. So those fall in between the amperage for that device is mentioned. It falls between the bulb and the pressing iron. So anything in between, this is
handled by this.
Yes. But of course, if you have got higher rating devices, that's why we have to change in some few components as well, especially the relays. The relays and the cables as well. Because these smaller ones can eat up and bend.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Okay. My name is Bamabi Mwale, and I'm doing information security and computer forensics. Yes. I've seen this project that he has, and in relation to the program that I'm doing, I can see that the project requires some wireless communication for you to access it. Yes. And in the digital world and in the cyber world, we've got different kinds of hackers. My question is, what measures have been put to ensure that the security of this device is strong enough for hackers and other people to not be able to tap into the system?
So what it is this project runs with a code. So there's a code which has been embedded inside the microcontroller there. And that's the one, of course, which protects one user from the other user. Because you can be using the same project, but of course with different functions. So that is being coded. And of course, I have to mention that from this circuit, we're just playing with one cable, which is the live. And of course, if someone wanted maybe to bend down your house because of maybe a long game, like in an ordinary home or office, they're able to do that. Yeah, so maybe that cannot be prevented. But what I wanted to assure you is that from the operational standpoint, everything is protected using that code, which is different from the other user.
That's interesting. And like I said, I'm actually a forensic specialist myself. Well, your question is very, very interesting. It makes me and us here realize that actually, as a student, you are really putting in your best. The school is giving you sufficient knowledge. So, could you demonstrate to us that indeed this can actually operate distance? We just want to demonstrate a short distance.
Okay. So we're going to try about 10 meters.
Okay, let's try from here.
Okay. So we start from here, which is about 5 meters.
Camera, the lights are there in the area. Let's see. Oh, there we are. This is a success. What? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited, so excited to be part of this program. We have seen that we could power on these devices remotely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Logic Gates coming live from ICU on ZNBC. Till we meet next time. Thank you.